I'm Father Robert Ballester, the digital Jesuit, the host of This Week in Enterprise Tech on the This Week in Tech Network. I'm here at Enterprise Connect 2017 in Orlando, Florida, and I'm speaking with Gadi Shamia, the COO of Talkdesk. Gadi, when people think of call centers, they typically think of, well, it's something that we've had for 30 years. It's something that hasn't really advanced all that much, but that's not your take. What's been going on in the call center industry?
I think we're right at the cusp of a really big change. So you're actually correct. You and everyone that call center today experience about the same thing they experienced 20 years ago. They still have to go through an IVR and make their selection. They still have to wait online. It can be 20 minutes or 40 minutes when they hold their phone to their ear. They still have to identify themselves with the agent. They spell their name. My name is hard to spell, Shamia. So I have to do it multiple times usually. And only then we get to a point where the agent is actually ready to do what they're trained to do, which is help me. So a lot of wasted time, a lot of frustration for every customer on almost every interaction with a call center today, which gives call centers the better reputation they have. But in the way we look at it, this is about to change now. Several things happened in the last few years. More and more companies look at their call center as strategic and part of their brand and not just a place to deal with customers that cannot use the website. And with this approach, they're more interested in technologies that will reduce the effort on the customer side. So I'll give you an example. We're working now on our 2017 release, and part of it is designed to eliminate these frustrating points in a customer journey. When you call using this product, you're going to be routed to the best person based on real-time data about you that can come directly from the company that serves you. So if you're trying to reserve a hotel, and we already know that you're trying to reserve a hotel in New York, you might be assigned to an agent that knows New York and more familiar with New York, so save you from just talking with a general person. You're also not going to wait online. So in the new way we are working, we're going to put you in a queue and the right agent will call you when they're available. There's no point of holding a phone to your ear and just waiting. You don't get any value out of it, and the company doesn't get any value out of it. And lastly, when an agent pick up the phone, they will know who you are based on your credentials coming from a website or an app, and they will also know what you've been doing on their site or on their mobile app, so they can actually start by saying, hello, Mr. Shamia, thank you for calling. I see that you're looking for a hotel in New York tomorrow. How can I help you complete your reservation? Whole different experience than what's your name, how can I help you, and so on, which we're familiar with today.
Call centers were one of the very first enterprise tools to be available as a service, before we started calling everything as a service. But what has the dramatic growth of cloud-based services, specifically hybrid services, public-private services, done to the call center?
So, call centers went to actually two cloud waves. The first wave was call center software was cloud-based, but telephony was not. This is the 2005-4 range of companies. The second, and this is the Talkdesk generation, came when phone and the call center software were integrated in one and all delivered through a browser. This is with the advance of the WebRTC. So you're looking at a new type of companies that did not have to build telephony. This is actually a huge value for us because we don't have to deal with the most mundane of things, which is managing telephony. We do it all through APIs. All our engineers, or most of our engineers, are actually focused on the software. So we can build better routing, so we can build mobile tools, so we can build better agent experience. I think it's made a huge difference. So we're now in probably the second generation of cloud call center solutions, and you see a lot of innovation coming from our generation, and a lot less coming from the previous generation, mainly because they build their tools in the days of telephony. And they have to build telephony into your product.
I see the advantage of that, to have routing and intelligent routing of the entire service. But what would be your elevator pitch? What's the secret sauce? What would be the thing that you would point out that you think Talkdesk does better than everybody else? The reason why they'd want to use Talkdesk to set up their call center?
So most of our customers come to us today for two reasons. One of them is how easy it is not only to deploy Talkdesk, but also to manage it on an ongoing basis and adapt it to your needs as they change. And then a tight integration to Salesforce, Zendesk, and any other product out there. In the old days, configuration was the key, and people focus on buying a complicated product and configure it. Today it's integrations. If I can turn on a switch and all of a sudden Talkdesk works in Salesforce, it's a huge advantage to to our customers. What we talk with customers about today, though, is take all this, take the baseline of functionality we have, and now layer on top of it a whole different customer experience that you can also measure. So we integrate with Slack, for example, so agents can collaborate between them and literally post a live call into a Slack channel and collaborate on it as they work to resolve an issue. Everything we discuss around the customer journey can literally save you money and increase customer satisfaction. And we also allow you to measure customer satisfaction in the most seamless way, using an SMS that will be sent to the customer at the end of the call. So we're actually trying, if you want to, the one thing that differentiates us is we're a technology company and we're trying to innovate and not necessarily just provide telephony solution, but provide a customer experience solution.
We've been speaking with Gadi Shamia from Talkdesk. Thank you very much for sharing your time, sharing your technology with us. If they wanted to find out more about Talkdesk, more about intelligent routing, where can they go?
They can go to talkdesk.com, and if they want to venture a San Francisco trip, they can go to talkdesk.com/opentalk and come to our customer conference in 4 weeks from now. We have some interesting announcements.
Thank you very much. And you stay tabbed because we've got more from Enterprise Connect 2017.